Hello everybody, today I'm here with my August wrap-up and my September TBR. First, I read Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor, the third and final book of the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series. I have a full series review of this series if you would like to check that out. So I will link to that when it is up. I gave this 5 stars on the Goodreads. It's a pretty good finale. There's a few things that I have a problem with it that I mentioned in my series review. So next, I decided to reread a book, and that is The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Anne Brashers. This is the first book in the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants series, which is a contemporary series about 4 best friends who find this pair of magical pants that fit them all, even though they're 4 completely different body types and have very different, distinct personalities. And this is their first summer not spending it together. They are going to 4 different places. Lena, who is from Greek descent, her and her sister are going to visit their grandparents in Greece. Tibby, who is kind of the punk of the group, is staying home to work at a place similar to a Walmart. Carmen is a Puerto Rican girl, and she is heading to her father's house in South Carolina, I think. And Bridget is heading to Southern California for soccer camp. It's a great coming of age story, not very long at all. I still cry at the end because it feels... I highly recommend it. I want to say I gave it 4 stars on the Goodreads, I think. And then I read the first 4 volumes of the Kadocha manga series. And this is about a girl named Sana, who is a child actress. And she tries to help those around her as much as she can, but doesn't always go the way she thinks. She is very kind of obtuse when it comes to figuring stuff out. But so far, I'm really enjoying the series. I gave the first one 3 stars, and I gave the rest so far 4 stars on Goodreads. I'm seeing some character development so far and a budding romance, but it is not insta-love, which makes me happy even though they're like 12. That's the one thing that bothers me, is the age thing, but I find in manga the age isn't always supposed to be realistic. Like, a lot follow elementary school students when they're really not acting like elementary school students. But besides that, they're all very quick reads. I read them in about an hour each. So I hope to get to more soon. And next we have a book that has been on my TBR for quite some time. Is Veronica Decides to Die by Paulo Coelho. I probably butchered that, but I don't care. This is a... I'm not sure if it's classic or just literary fiction, but it's one of the two. And it's about a girl. She ends up in a mental hospital with a major heart condition after her attempt at suicide. And it is a very character-driven story, and she has this tremendous effect on those around her, and it's quite beautifully done. This is my first Paulo Coelho book, and I hope to read his other stuff soon because it is very well written and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4.5 stars on Goodreads. And I'm counting this next book because the month isn't quite over yet. I'm just filming a little bit early because I don't know when I'll have the chance to do it otherwise. And that is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I'm currently only on page 125 so far. I hope to make some significant progress before the month is out. I'm really enjoying this book so far. It is really interestingly written in the point of view of death, and he puts in some nice little fun, quirky things. It's a unique perspective to read from, as he is just a quiet observer and he's not really involved in the events that are going on. For those who don't know, The Book Thief is set during World War II in Germany, and it's a nice, different view of the World War II events because it's Death watching a young girl who doesn't really understand the significance of what's going on, and her father, use the term father loosely because he's actually her foster father, but he's a father figure. And he's not a part of the Nazi Party, so they're not very well endowed. So it's really good so far. I don't know if it progresses further through time much, or if it stays in this one particular time I'm in now. So I'll just have to wait and see and let you know what I think when I'm done. Now moving on to my TBR for September. I'm just gonna do this all in one video because my TBR is not going to be very big at all. Because school is gonna be a thing and I'm gonna have to read a lot of my classic-y stuff, but I don't know what I have to read yet, so I won't include that in TBR. So first, I'm probably going to guarantee that I'm not going to finish this month, but I'm going to start it at least. And that is A Feast for Crows by George R.R. Martin, the fourth in the Song of Ice and Fire series. I finished A Storm of Swords, the third book, back in July, and I just haven't got a chance to start this yet. So I'm starting it this month. I am, because Storm of Swords ends on a cliffhanger, and I've heard that not all the characters are in this one, so the faster I get through this one, the faster I get to A Dance with Dragons, which I've heard might be the best one so far. And then I can finally get caught up on the series before season 5 starts. Also, a book that's been on my TBR like the past 2 months is Dark Eden by Chris Beckett. I feel bad for have not had read this yet because it is a review copy, so I really need to do that. So I really need to get to this month. That needs to be a thing. And then I will have a full review of it sometime in September. Like, this needs to happen. But I also want to read some more Kadocha before I probably won't finish the Kadocha series in September, but I want to at least read a couple more. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, they take me as long to read as watch an episode of Netflix. So that shouldn't be an excuse. And I made a TBR jar, finally. Finally jumped on that bandwagon. Because all these books above me are all unread, and they're all in this jar. So I'm gonna take 3 and decide from there. Obviously, if it is a book that I'm not at yet, like a sequel to a series I haven't started, that doesn't count as one of the 3. Because I can't read a whole series this month. It's just, no. Alright, first we have Unwind by Neil Shusterman. The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. And try not to get my hand stuck in the jar. And The Frog Princess by E.D. Baker. Ooh. Ooh, this one's tough. I think I'm gonna pick Unwind by Neil Shusterman. And then I'm gonna put these back in the jar. Here's Unwind by Neil Shusterman, the first book in the Unwind Dystology, another dystopia series. And book 4 comes out in the next few months, so I'm excited to get a start on the series. And I'm really glad that I have this cover and not the original cover, because I like this cover a lot better. Because it doesn't have the weird Neil Shusterman thing on it, which I don't like. I'm not a fan of that. So hopefully I'll get to this month. We'll see. If it doesn't happen, it'll go on my TBR for October. Probably a good October book, actually, because it's creepy. This is my TBR for the month. The Book Thief is in my hand because just in case I don't finish it before September starts, which I probably won't. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this wrap-up and TBR video. I will see you in another video soon. Goodbye!